Explain how this link with Mansfield Town came about.
So we've been thinking about starting our own club for some time now. We started our own club earlier this year, and one of our initiatives was to partner with a club in England so we could have some credibility back in the States, as well as develop opportunities for our players and give a team in England some exposure into the U.S. and into the northwest part of the U.S., which is kind of the soccer hotbed in the U.S. We talked to Sunil Vidani at Terratex, and Sunil introduced us to Darren here at Mansfield Town.
So why Mansfield Town in specific as opposed to any other club?
We're looking for a club that's a sizable club as far as measuring the same size as what we're in. We're in Division 4 in the U.S., and a club that was accessible. And Sunil and his boys at Terratex, we know some of them are Mansfield Town supporters, and so it was kind of a natural fit for us.
Do you perhaps see any links in terms of players going back and forth across the Atlantic?
Those are all things that we're going to have to discuss. This is still kind of in the infancy stage, but it'd be something that's definitely in our plans or in our ideas for the future.
Just in a nutshell, just explain to our viewers how this move will benefit Mansfield Town.
So, from our perspective, what we're looking for Mansfield Town to benefit them would be we're going to give them some exposure in the U.S., into the northwest part of the U.S. We're going to show them some of our players there in the northwest, and then also build the brand outside of Mansfield. We're going to bring the brand to the United States, kind of put them on the map in the U.S., and we'd love to bring them to Seattle and to Bellingham and have some friendlies in the northwest as well.
I look forward to the trip. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
How big is football over there?
Not nearly as big as it is here, obviously, but it's getting bigger. Right now, if you look at Major League Soccer in North America, Seattle is the biggest town, the biggest fan attendance that we have in the league. Bellingham is about an hour and a half north of Seattle. So there's a lot of soccer passion in Washington State on the left side of the country, and we think that this team is going to fit perfectly in with the city. The city is in need of, it's got a very big youth soccer program, and they're in need of a high-level quality soccer program and team that they can support.
What have you seen in the Stags then that has attracted you to twin with this club?
Well, this club obviously has a lot of history, and it has a solid support base. And the angle that I'm trying to learn about and perfect for our team is game day operations and the fan experience. And so I'm coming here partially to see, in addition to how everything is run, but also to see how the fans react and what gets them excited and motivated to cheer their Stags on. That's a big part of my visit.
What are you expecting tonight?
I'm expecting to see generations of fans that have gone back, three generations of fans that have come here for years, and just are cheering the team on. The team's on a fantastic run right now. I'm expecting a lot of enthusiasm and some quality football on the pitch.
And back to your season, has that begun yet?
Our season, actually, we begin tryouts next March. The season begins in May of 2012.
And when was the initial idea thought up?
It was a few months ago. It was an outline idea. I was quite keen on the idea that these guys just set their own team up, and it's real football, very much like it is Mansfield. So, like I say, no catch. What could go wrong?
Initially, what initiatives have been put in place? We can see one already around your neck.
No, token introductory items, Steve, and naturally 50-50 scarves, things like this. It's an intro meeting, this. We have to see where this relationship goes, but we'll not know without starting, trying and finding out. I mean, obviously, ultimately, there's the option for players to come here and players to go over to the States. But this is an intro meeting. We want to enjoy the game tonight, get to know each other and see where this one goes.
Other than the player link, which you just mentioned there, what do you anticipate as being the other benefits?
Well, there's nothing wrong with communication, exchange of ideas. Those things are great. And in America, they always do things slightly different to us, and vice versa. So I'm always open to new ideas. I quite like the idea of real scouting in America, especially at that level. So they're the most obvious things to me. I mean, if John wants to take the guys to the States, that's an absolute bonus. And I'm with you. I'll be on the plane with you, mate.